Hey, what's up everybody? Bdf 44 coming at you with another video, and feel good, man. Almost got in a little car accident just now though. Somebody was coming out. It wasn't the driver's fault that this happened, but somebody was coming out of a parking structure, and I guess they had put some big huge trash container in front of the visual area for where you would be able to see if you're coming out of that parking structure. And so he just made a mad dash, but he came out too far for that. You want to ease out in situations like that. And he just came all the way out, and we almost slammed into him. My guy had to swerve. Felt like the car went on two legs at one point. So I'm like, oh man, we could actually tip over with this, how hard he tried to swerve. But we made it, you know. And the thing was, he was on the phone too. So the guy that I was riding with, he was talking to somebody out of state or whatever in his language. I think he's Armenian or something like that. And so he was only partially really up for paying attention. That was the problem. But he was able to be quick enough on his feet to swerve around, dude. Or else we would have had a nice little car crash there. So very fortunate how that worked out. But I'm here on Sun Valley side of the town, and they were essentially saying it's going to be about 15 minutes before the room that I want is going to be available. And she gave me the choice to wait on the room or go to one of the upstairs rooms. Since I got so much to carry, I told her I'll wait. So yeah, man, everything is going well. Happy to not be in a car accident. Literally that. Very thankful God saw me worthy of being okay. And so, yeah, man, I'm here. I'm ready for a Bible study, which is going to be in like 2.5 hours. Of course, the Laker video should be uploading right now. Yeah, no complaints, man. I'm feeling good. Of course, fantasy football, it's championship week, so all my teams are set and ready to go. I'm not overly confident, to be honest with you guys, man. Got situations where some guys are coming back from injury. I'm not really sure if I should trust them. That kind of thing in the fantasy football world. Guys who were playing well early in the season that got me this far are not playing well now. You don't know if you could trust them. It's a lot of uncertainty going into championship week for me, but yeah, I don't have any money leagues, so I'm not worried. Win or lose, it's just for craps and giggles. But yeah, man, I feel very good. I did my little exercise this morning. I forgoed some of my more important exercises today. I just did a hundreds blue and a little bit of stretching, and that was it. Aside from that, I decided to sacrifice that so that I could have the Lakers video time and stuff like that, and could make all of that condensed into being able to check out by noon. So I was able to do that on time. Everything went well, and now I'm just waiting for the check-in. About 2 hours before everything tips off. Actually 4 hours, really. More time than I thought. As it pertains to the Laker game at 5 and Uncle Thurman's. Of course, we got Bible study at 4:30, so I did have time to do some art. I did have time for all the little things, but I decided to take care of the art last night for the K-List 438, which is like some African hip-hop. There's some really fantastic production that I think the world is missing out on, because nobody's really quite up on what they're doing out there, but they got some good artists making some really, really good hip-hop out there. And I think their wave could be next, to be honest with you. Just in listening to their production and weighing it against ours, for those who are looking for a new sound, some of them dudes in Africa, it's not Afro beats necessarily. They blend a little bit of that. They're using hip-hop beats. They're using like trap beats and stuff like that, and they're doing a good job with it. So I put together a playlist full of that, and it was really good. The art was okay. I don't think I'm on the greatest stretch of CD art lately. I don't personally love really anything I've done in CD art over the last, say, 3 weeks. I've been doing my best. I've been in the mood, but the pieces just don't do it for me. I have not liked really any of these pieces. So yeah, man, just pushing forward. Sometimes it's like that with artists, I'd imagine. Speaking for myself, sometimes you get down and you come out of there with fantastic, beautiful pieces that you just love, and you just find yourself on a stretch where you really think you're like good. And there are other times where you feel good going into it. The art doesn't look like much of nothing, or you feel like you've taken steps back with your productivity or creativity or whatever. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm in a lull right now. Highly motivated, definitely in the mood. I don't find myself feeling like I don't want to do it, but the pieces just aren't great. I'm just not really feeling what I'm coming out with. So it is what it is, man. Just keep pushing through this. You know, it's just maybe 3 weeks ago where I thought I made one of my best CD art pieces. Honestly, one of my very best. So I know good stuff is yet to come, and I just got to keep with it. And you know, my art is subjective. So some stuff that I think is trash, other people may like a lot. Some stuff that I like a lot, some people may think is trash. It just that's what it is. But what I know is, I just got to stay with it, because I've had many times like this in this journey over the last 4 years, where I have a whole month where I can't make nothing I like, and then I have a couple of weeks where I think everything I make looks good. So it's just part of it. But I'm having a good time nevertheless, and it's good to get a little extra air. It feels good to walk around right now. Yeah, man, nothing really poignant on my mind right now. This morning I didn't watch anything too heavy, since I was watching so much heavy stuff yesterday. Substance, with McKnight family and their stuff they had going on in the internet. I was watching that, and then something I watched last night that was pretty interesting too. Oh, it was Academics talking about Ebro, how Ebro had gotten fired, and then Academics was essentially giving us a rundown of his experiences with Ebro, and essentially his opinion about how Ebro has handled certain things. And he was essentially saying Ebro was running around like he owned the station he worked at, and kind of gatekeeping people out of playlists, some of the bigger playlists and stuff like that, gatekeeping people away from the station based on his own personal opinions about how they've handled certain things outside of the art form. Guys that he thought were bad guys, or he thought were not ethical people, he was gatekeeping them out of the business, not allowing their music to be heard. Ack had a big problem with that, and he felt Ack brought some receipts, essentially showing that Ebro and Rosenberg and those guys were hypocrites, and they were running around with the big head, and they were trying to be gatekeepers, and they didn't own nothing, and they were kind of jealous of him and stepping on him in his early stages, only for them to come back around and try to now have to build themselves in the platforms that he since mastered and garnered all his wealth on. So he was kind of having that last laugh moment last night, and I just thought it was it was substance to show young people and anybody who's paying attention that it's not good to step on people when you're up and you see people on the rise or see people trying to make it. You never know who's going to make it and who's not. If you treat everybody like a gumshoe, one or two of them people going to make it, and then they do. This is what it looks like when you fall and they on top. They get that last laugh. That's a lesson I learned many times in this life, and I was taught to respect people on all levels because of it. You just don't know who's going to be your boss tomorrow. You don't know who's going to be what in your life. For all you know, the person that you're stepping on, you're going to need them sometime in the future. There's scenarios where you can't see this process at all, but your doctor may be that person's daughter tomorrow. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So you just never know what your world is going to bring to you, and treating people right will always secure you having fond memories in the minds of the people that may have some effect over your life someday. May be the difference between you getting something you want and not, or whatever. So I just thought that was a great lesson. I thought it was filled with substance, even though Academics is an entertainer, and he was, kind of stepping on the man a little bit, stomping on his grave a little bit, kicking him while he's down, or however you phrase it. But I think that, if you're going to treat people funny style early on, yeah, they may come back around and stomp on your grave later on when you're down. So it is what it is, man. So I thought that was interesting content from a substance standpoint. And so this morning I didn't really watch anything like that. I was watching Joe Budden's podcast, as I often do on Sunday mornings, laughing with them, and just that's really what it was for me, man. I got up, did my exercise, and did my Lakers video and came on over here, man. That's what my day has been about. And hopeful I'll be able to order my food later on. That's really where my head is. My favorite little Thai place, I don't know if they open on Sundays. I'm not really sure. And the funny thing is the Laker game starts at the same time that they allow you to order food, because they don't allow you to order food anytime before 5 o'clock. Well, the game starts at 5 o'clock and Bible studies at 4:30. I don't know how long that's going to last. So it's like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on at the same time. And if I have to go get my food, there's a chance I won't have an opportunity to do the Laker halftime video, depending on how long all of that works. So it's just a lot of stuff happening at the same time today. And I just hope to be able to accomplish everything I want to accomplish. But, you know, it is what it is. If I have to order something, I know what I'll order, but I don't really want that. I kind of like my salmon burrito that I ordered a little while ago, but what I found is it's not really enough food. After I finish eating, I'm still hungry. And it ain't the greatest for my body. I think maybe some of the stuff that they put on it ain't the greatest. So for me, I would just prefer to go to the Thai place. I know my stomach loves that. They give you plenty of rice. It tastes great. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get that on Sunday. And that lady is giving a finger to a car that is not anyone she knows. Got some strange people in this world, y'all. A woman's jaywalking across the street, and a car that's coming naturally with no light or no sign is just doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I guess she's offended by its presence, so she gives it the finger. I don't know, man. People have a lot of faith that people won't run them over. That's what I will say. You give a lot of faith in the sanity of the individuals around you, and yeah, that's something I wouldn't do. But and she came out of this motel I'm in, ironically enough. So it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, that's what is going on, man. Hopefully I'm able to get my food. Hopefully I'm able to do all my Lakers stuff. Hopefully I'm able to enjoy Bible study without any interruptions, and all is good. The weather is nice, man. It's been a great stretch of weather days for the last 4 or 5 days. Couldn't ask for better weather after a very hot summer, and all of that was not too pleasant at all. But you know, this is the type of weather that you would like to see in your life every day if you're an LA person. So yeah, man, that's really it. I ain't really have too much else to share with you guys, man. I definitely appreciate God keeping us from getting in that car accident, man. That was gonna suck. I can tell you right now, as fast as we were going and as hard as that man swerved, that was not gonna be a minor accident. It really wasn't. So very thankful it worked out. It's crazy because I was thinking about something like that this morning. I'm like, yeah, man, Lord, make sure I get in the right car. When you think about short distances, you don't expect to get in a serious accident because it's so short of a distance. But anytime a car is moving fast, you don't have to be coming from a long way to get into a bad accident. Sometimes you can get into a bad accident going a mile down the street. You know what I mean? It happens. So ironically enough, I was thinking about that this morning. I'm very thankful God took care of all of that. So yeah, man, that's really it. Now I would just wait for an opportunity to check into this place, maybe check my fantasy football stuff, and you know, I can actually see the room from here, so I know if they're done cleaning it. But that's pretty much all I really want to say. I appreciate everybody for rocking with Bdf 44. I'm out.